Karibu sana. Thanks.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so thrilled that I was invited to be the chief guest. I don't think anyone takes it for granted how important the tourism industry is to our country, to our economy, and to our reputation in the world. There's nobody out there who doesn't know where Kenya is. Nobody out there will wonder, what is this place called Kenya? And when they think of Kenya, they think of tourism and our amazing, amazing wildlife. But this is a threatened industry. It's a threatened industry. Most people around the world know about Kenya from films, documentaries, Big Cat Diaries, National Geographic, Disney, Discovery, Lion King, you name it. These amazing films about this incredible wildlife. Kenya is the home of all these films because we are considered what's called a mega diverse country. In the world, we are one of the countries with the most biodiversity. We have more antelope species than any other country in the world. And we take it for granted as Kenyans. And if we ask local people on the ground, they'll tell us that animals and national parks are for our tourists. We understand how important tourism is to our economy. We forget these animals belong to us, citizens. They are part of our heritage. They are part of our future and our past. So when I was thinking about Beyond the Trophy, I wanted to share with you some of the work that we do, and I want to invite all of you in the tourism industry to consider how we can energize this industry and support conservation of wildlife. The reason why our industry is threatened is because we are losing so much wildlife. I heard climate change. Well, to be frank, yes, there is climate change. But our resilience to climate change has been smashed by degradation of habitats, the destruction of our forests, overgrazing of our rangelands, abstraction of water from our rivers. You've seen it. You've seen it. You've seen the Mara River. You've seen the pollution. You've seen the ice melting on Mount Kenya. The stories that are told about our country are told mostly abroad. And one of the things that I've been championing recently is actually about the importance of bringing our films home, domiciling our stories here with us. Those stories have made millions, billions probably, of dollars around the world. We didn't really benefit from that. We have not tapped our stories and the power of our stories. The power of our stories to excite our people, to attract more visitors, to really catalyze our industry. And I'm super excited because I think there's a lot of opportunity here. During COVID, there was a lot of depression and concern. There were lots of reasons why I was also put in the corner. I was in a lot of trouble with a lot of people. Some of you know about it. And it forced me to rethink. Sometimes it's really important and valuable to stop and reconsider. Where are we? What are we doing? What do we want to achieve? I'm interested in thriving ecosystems, not just in Kenya, across the whole continent. And it occurred to me, why do people love to come to Kenya or to Africa? It's because of these amazing films. Why is the environmental movement so powerful in the West and in the northern countries? It's because of the films that people are watching. Go to England, everybody knows about climate change. Everyone knows about species extinctions. And it's because every single day, David Attenborough is putting that information in your head since the time you were born. We don't have that in this country. We don't have that in this continent. Yet those films are made here. We've lost access to our stories. We've lost the right to share them. And so for the last 10 years, I've been championing a movement to bring our stories home and to be part of the global wildlife film industry. Nobody can tell authentic stories but our own people on the ground. And by the way, every single person in your conservancies, in your parks, in your lodges, could be telling those stories. I've met people who are making big money using their phones, telling stories, using very clever social media tactics. So there's great opportunity there. What I think we need to do is to go beyond the trophy and look at other business opportunities. There is money in film. Let's not lie. The Attenborough series are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. We don't see that money in this country. People come, make films, and go. Maybe they pay for lodges and filming fees. The money does not stay. The money in those films does not stay. It's not just Kenya, by the way, it's around the world. It's an industry problem in the film industry. But what if we could create our own wildlife filming industry where our own people have cameras, can tell our stories, can populate our own television channels, our own social media channels. We can get ad revenues. We can attract visitors to our places. We can sell our stories abroad. As a result of the work I've been doing, and admittedly, Kenya is way ahead of the rest of Africa, which is why I'm so excited. So imagine how many stories we could be telling, how much exciting content we could be creating. We just have to marry tourism industry, conservation and science with content creation and the film industry. And I think we can find new, exciting economic opportunities for the tourism industry. I want to invite you all to think about how your facilities, your conservancies, your hotels and lodges, your staff can participate in this exciting emergence of a new industry and economic opportunity for the tourism industry. I'm really excited about it. I would love to hear from anyone who wants to talk about it. And I would love to stay in touch with Ecotourism Kenya and to stay in touch with all of you to see how do we do this together in order to really position Kenya as a global leader, as a superpower for wildlife storytelling. Thank you.
And just thanking you for honoring our invite and thanking you for all that you do in sustainability. Of course, it's an elephant. I'm sure you have 1,000 of them in your house, but this one is from us. Thank you very much. I think the time